Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live before we start chatting. Let me just make sure that we're good and that you guys can hear me and that we are live where we need to be live. Welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I'm your host, and this show is a place where we love South African football, we love African football, and we love European football, man. Every now and then, we give it a bit of a shine. So yesterday we were doing the African part of the show. Stellies is also playing today. Respect to them. I will keep you updated on what's happening with them. But we've done the Africa portion yesterday. Now we're doing the South African portion. We're back in the Betway Prem with the Kaizer Chiefs. For those who don't know, if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Banyana Banyana or Bafana are playing, I will be sitting right here and we'll be speaking about whatever it is they have done in the matches that they have played. And it's a very interactive show, so feel free to jump in. But the only thing I ask is, tata scream, tap the screen as much as possible. Let's try to get to as many likes as we can today. If we can get to 25k likes, I will leave it open in the second half and everybody will be able to come in and give me a minute of what they're thinking. At halftime, I'm going to let in 5 people. We're going to have a conversation about whatever it is we've seen from the first half. They'll help me analyze what has happened. And then we'll go from there. So please like, subscribe there on YouTube, follow here on TikTok. Welcome to everybody that is watching. Of course, we have POLOKWANE City versus Kaizer Chiefs. A POLOKWANE City team that is sitting number 5 in the league. 9 games played, 4 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. They've scored 8 goals. They've conceded 9. So they're sitting on a -1 goal difference for a grand total of 14 points. Whereas Kaizer Chiefs is sitting at number 9 with 7 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, 12 goals scored, and 10 goals conceded for a grand total of 11 points. So Kaizer Chiefs is 3 points behind this POLOKWANE City team and has 2 games in hand. 2 games in hand. In the last 5 games, Kaizer Chiefs has 2 draws, 2 losses, and 1 win. Is there 2 voices? Yeah, wait. I'm sorry, guys. Are you hearing 2? Oh, hey. I was about to say. Don't freak me out like that. The target is 60k, Sinja. I want 60k likes as the target. Okay, the last time we saw Kaizer Chiefs out was a 2-2 draw versus Royal AM. No Chairman started that game. And then, of course, POLOKWANE City, they've got a draw, 2 losses, and 2 wins. Their last game out was versus TS Galaxy. 2 games before that, they lost their 2 games leading up to this one, leading up to the TS Galaxy one. So that's going to be very interesting. In the last 5 games that these 2 teams have played together, Kaizer Chiefs have got 2 wins, they've been 2 draws, and POLOKWANE City has 1 win on their side. But to be fair, this goes back to 2019 because POLOKWANE City wasn't in the league for a little bit there. The starting lineups are as follows: Sapuga in goal, Matuludi, Nkwe, Nigani, Nkaki, Mapangule, Mafumo, Kambala, Ramabu, Alexander, and Apolis. Then, of course, for Kaizer Chiefs, you have Peterson in goal, Blom, Miguel, Dortley, Cross, since we are missing out on Frostla and Solomons. You have Mtetwa, Mart, Shabalala, Serino, Duba, and Dupreez. That is how each Chiefs is going to line up. Let's see what they can do with this and if they can use the pace of that man. Oh, Dupreez, 2 minutes in, it is 0-0. Let me read what's happening here. Okay. How's it, Furious Programmer? Team POLOKWANE, make us proud. Oh, Libo Habibi. Libebo, batho ba tswang Limpopo, Libebo POLOKWANE, man. Can't we all just get along? Apolis and Matuludi must put up their hands today, says Hansel. Furious Programmer, but didn't they say Sereno didn't come to training? Well. There's rumors. Okay, there's rumors that Usirino is misbehaving. There's rumors that he's faking injuries. Apparently, he faked an injury in order to get out of playing a game last time out. And then there's apparently a rumor that in terms of even listening to the coach's instructions, he's not quite there. But if the coach sees fit to play him, maybe the rumors are not necessarily true, because that would be scary. That would be How many Sundowns players have we got in? And when they get to us, man, hey, they just start relaxing. Motaung CAF. Go to please make the run, boy. How? We're looking at you. Make the run. So if he's playing, I guess it isn't as big of a deal. Hopefully it's not true, whatever's been happening. Let's see what happens in the game. Oh, cross. Oh, crossy, man. That left-hand side. Hi, left-hand side, Kaizer Chiefs.
I see the 40.
Left-hand side, Kaizer Chiefs, man. I heard Sereno came to training with his 7 medals. Hey, my agent. Yeah. Oh, Lebza. Oh, Lebza. No stress, no stress. How are you doing, Lebs? With your alter ego, it's fine. I'll hide it from now on. I won't speak of it again. I know maybe it's a better account for a reason. Sinjay used to do that a lot until he started coming in, got the actual one, the actual account. Okay, where can I stream this game? You can stream the game on dstv stream and Showmax Premier League. That is all I'm allowed to say. Hey, don't get me into trouble. Okay. Interesting, very interesting for this Kaizer Chiefs team. Kaizer Chiefs' form has been wishy-washy, and it seems that they struggle a little bit when you take Usirino out of the game. Having Sirino in the pitch, on the pitch means that Cross is going to do a lot of defensive work. You can already see him pushing all the way up. We do get Miguel back, and when Miguel is in the team, as much as we love him, he does sometimes have a disciplinary issue on his side. Get back, Yebanna. Oh, look at where Miguel is picking up the ball. That thing scares me so much. You guys don't understand. You guys do not understand. Okay, so let's see if we're going to see any progression from the things we've been speaking about. Specifically about a CDM, for example, number 6. Who's going to be our number 6? It seems like Umtetwa is holding down that position and also dropping back into the middle to help out there when we're defending. So that's a good sign early on. We are seeing them staying with a back 3. So they're forcing Umtetwa to become a third centre back, which is also a very good sign, owing to the fact that we know that our left and right backs like to venture out to the more advanced spaces in the field. So at least I know that Umtetwa has been briefed about sitting back and not being too out there. I think my fear here would probably be Apolis no Chauke. They do like the counter. Uchauke is pretty quick. Apolis is also pretty quick, but he also often plays a little bit too deep to be very effective. Matuludi as well is somebody that's going to go at cross. Actually, before I forget, Matuludi is going to go at cross this game. There's that space, man. There's that space, man. Hey, Angzwana space, man. I'm not sending shots. I'm just showing you you're as King. You're an example. Lema, I'm good. We're starting off the game good. I don't know where the game's gonna go, but I'm good right now. Let's see. Stellenbosch 2-0 versus RS Bekane. Inzima, guys, Africa. Maybe you can live in the league with losing all of your players, but you can't live in continental competition. There's Machiludi already causing problems. And the guys, at what point will we tell them that Cross needs to hang back? Rather Blom go and push up. Rather Blom be the more attacking fullback than it be Cross, because that left-hand side of our defense, man, and it pulls Raiding out of position, totally out of position. I guess it's fine today because we're seeing Umtetwa there, so maybe they've worked on something. Mara, that's why I see the Kotsi. Here comes a corner from POLOKWANE City. Oh, okay, interesting. We should have sent it back out wide for a cross there. Allegedly Heban. Look how fullbacks are Sizubutlali sold out. Hey, Malume Kutsa. You know what? I was actually thinking maybe you do take these games to the old Peter Mokaba. I know I made fun of people and all of that, but maybe you do take these games to old Peter Mokaba because I think that would create a buzz unlike no other. I think. I don't know about you guys. 3-1 Chiefs, win or lose? Yes. Punters.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Punters. What is the game going to be today? Are we going to see an over 2.5? Are we going to see both teams to score? Lebeka game in man. Ko sleeping alone. Lebeka. Tata scream, guys. Tata scream. Okay, so far it's been pretty quiet, man. So far it's been pretty quiet. We didn't compare, just asked about the game. Is the fan honeymoon over as well? Is the fan honeymoon over as well? We're looking at a record that's 3-2-2. Are the fans also going, aye, man, is it that much better? Hey, Pirates, this is where you should have taken Ahly. The one I hear is where you needed to take Ahly. Okay, here comes a free kick from Cirino, the alleged bad boy of Kaizer Chiefs. You should have played it to the runner. I see why Bloom didn't make it abroad. Tlogela Blom, man. Tlogela Blom. I'm a little bit disappointed in Blom. I know that we were waiting for him to get fit. But that Blom that left, that Blom would have been a nice player in this team right now. He would have been a very nice player, ultra matured. I think when he was in the MLS, he started playing a lot more attacking football because defensively, but also to be fair, he is playing right back, not necessarily thingy. But I did see that turn that almost gave that ball away. The comments, you guys are the worst. Okay, 11 minutes in. There hasn't been much action, if we're being honest. I think Polokwane City has been a little bit quiet. Kaizer Chiefs has ventured up, but haven't been very dangerous. We're still going to ask questions about how they're going to venture up and what type of game they're looking to play, man. I still want to see Duprise's speed being used here. I don't want to see him dropping back into a wing position, having to chase the ball. There was the point where Mart had the ball very high up, and he was just asking people to make runs, and nobody was making the run. Is it the heat, guys? Is it the heat? Another corner to Polokwane. Those people sitting in the sun. Le brave, man. From every player. Polokwane is my home. It's super hot. Yeah, I was thinking that they don't want to expend their energy, I guess. Here comes, This is how it happens. This is how it happens. It's running on mountains. Seems like teams live for it in the second half. Or leave it, sorry. Teams leave it for the second half. Yeah. I guess I'm trying to look for that spark that Chiefs had, you know? Maybe this is one of those games where you have to eat your food early. Get it out of the way, because in Polokwane City, when they do turn on, they can be a dangerous team. And I think this is a game that Chiefs needs to win, man. 3-2-2, 11 points from 7 games. The PSL should not be scheduling games at this time of day. It's too hot to be running on the field, says Mr. JB. Polokwane City straight win, says Renthouse. Thank you. Finally, somebody's telling me what their best slip says. Okay, here comes Kaizer Chiefs. I do, ba. I do, ba. Not like that. Not like that, Duba. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Yeah, but now you guys are having fights. Guys, let's just be, let's come down there in the comments, man. Hey, Luna, Larato here back and forth. Malume Kuta says Telly is disappointing him. Isn't this the tradition of the teams that play in the CAF Confed? You know, outside of Pirates, outside of Maruma Gallants that 1 year, the teams that go to the Confed struggle. I mean, we saw it with Kukune couldn't get in. We saw it with Supersport in many years, you know. In many years. Oh, okay. YouTube. Right, okay. I was trying to see the YouTube comments. Seems like I can't look at them. So you're afraid of Polokwane? Yeah, I don't take any game for granted, eh? Lema, I don't take any game for granted. We know what Polokwane City can do, so I don't want to take any game for granted. Especially knowing that our form is not necessarily the best. Right now, we are also an average PSL team that's winning and losing on a flip of a coin, depending on what happens on the day. We don't have the kind of consistency for me to sit back and say, yeah, this is going to be a straight win. This is going to be the straight win. But no. Patrice will score Sereno 2 goals. Okay. So you're saying it's going to be a 3-0 win, Carrizo? Okay. They choke when they play outside of Africa, outside of South Africa. Supersport went to the final with Baxter. When was that, Malume Kutsu? Because of recent history, they've been struggling that side. And I'm talking about like of recent history. They've been struggling in the CAF Confed. Gavin has been complaining for years now, hasn't he? That's what I mean. In recent history, the outside of Maruma Gallants and you guys, I forgot when your guys was. Kind of what year was it? When you guys played the same RS Bekane in the final. You lost to the same RS Bekane in the final. Nalo, there's the goal. I refuse to scream and shout. I refuse to scream and shout. I refuse. I refuse.
Father God, send help. It's tough.
The simplest, look, all across the face. Everybody's ball watching. What is this leading 1-0? I refuse. What today? I'm taking it easy this Sunday. I'm not gonna make a noise. I'm not gonna make a noise. What a simple goal. What a simple goal.
Ziyakhala and ziku loudspeaker and I couldn't do it off. I no couldn't do it off. I ziyakhala ke manje. I ziyakhala ke manje.
Hi, but can agents suffer from network problems till the end of the game? You're gonna hear him now. You're gonna hear him now. How did that go in? Do we need a coach or players? I think you can't do half and half. And like, I think this is something that Gavin Hunt spoke about when he was at Kaizer Chiefs, or after his Kaizer Chiefs time. He's like, you know, sometimes it's not that players are bad. It's not that, you know, sometimes you just need just an overhaul, man. Sometimes those players need new surroundings with new coaches. And sometimes the coaches coaching at Chiefs just needs new players, guys. Maybe, I don't know, maybe going back to Bob Blom. Maybe just, man, it's a culture problem right now. It feels like a culture problem right now. You know, like No rhyme or reason. Lejewa. And then when you play the big boys, lejewa even more. People were saying that I'm crazy when I said the honeymoon is over. I am so happy with Nabi. I love him. He's done amazingly with the attack. Mara, when your results are looking like the results of the coaches that you came in to replace, I'm not saying that you must go win the league. But after a while, I mean, if we lose this game, it's 3-2-3, our record. It's going to be 3 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. It's really nothing to write home about. Also, this extends our run, right? Nabi broke the record now for the most goals conceded in a 7-game period with Kaizer Chiefs. They've conceded in every home game. They've conceded in every game this season, if I'm not mistaken. So, what do you mean? Kaizer Chiefs DDC players better than the first team. They just played around us. What is Peterson doing? Oh, Shabile pose, man. Oh, Shabile pose. You guys don't have goalkeepers. Afternoon OT, I just arrived. Oh, we're losing. We're losing. Look, counter. Look, counter. Look, counter. Yeah. Plomchi, guys, on your other side. Don't worry about him. He's going towards your goal. 3-2 says Kaizer. Kwenzenjani Sadliwa. Isondo lesi only God knows. Friends of POLOKWANE says Fandanom. Whoever is brought to Chiefs will be useless. Sell the team. Build up for that goal. Sell the team to the Oppenheimer family. I might as well. Can we convince Johan Rupert to sell his share? I don't know about Oppenheimers. Can you convince Bab Kumete? Can Bab Kumete step in? Mr. Mokwena, you're too critical of Kaizer Chiefs as you are with OP. And guys, is it critical or is it the truth, guys? I know sometimes, man, you know. How many games have we come out and we've spoken about the defense of the Kaizer Chiefs and how sometimes, man, they tend to fall asleep and they don't know where they are positionally, right? It would be one thing if I was speaking, like, there's a lost ball in the center, played wide. Now POLOKWANE City is going to get some confidence. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Let's go. Counter. Let's go. Um, 22 minutes in. 1-0 down in Kaizer Chiefs. Let's see. Now I'm getting sick of Chiefs now. Rutlojiwa every day says Ubongs. Mr. Q says this is the Chiefs we know. Got the one you're telling us about Jabo 18. Wait. So what do you mean by that? Are you happy with it? Okay, if you're happy with it, it's fine. Players underperform 10 games but keep their place in the lineup. I think there's a culture problem on top of other stuff. I think it's a culture problem, honestly speaking. I think it's a culture problem. Kambala, that man. Hey, that man who, I don't want to hear his name. Brian spoke about young players having a different dressing room. Is that still there now? I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. Once you close down then you're done with Chiefs. Chiefs have now become worse than a Motsepe. How? Nabi is a no-no for me, says Mr. J. I ke batla lo kwata man. O kwata ke tlo rasa. Ke batla go rasa. I ask again, is old keeper Kune worse than all of this? Vuma sitting on the bench looking at other goalkeepers flopping week in, week out. Chiefs have crashed. POLOKWANE City are also making us a joke. Makosi, let's just tap the screen till next season. Papa Khosi. Look, part of the analysis and speaking about this is to say these are things that need to be fixed. These are things that need to be looked at seriously because, like I said, I know it doesn't look it, but the attack had been carrying the team for a very long time. In terms of the attack, we had gotten something going, playing through Sereno, quick counterattacks, overwhelmed the defense. Give Sereno 2-3 options to play the ball to, and then, take advantage of that space. Sereno would shoot if Shabalala was making a dummy run that was taking a marker away from Sereno. You had Chivavairo on the last line, keeping the two center backs busy. You have Duba running in from the right-hand side, which was giving that space in. And of course, like I said, them do a decoy run, which then allows Sereno to either shoot or do whatever. I don't see Sereno being as influential right now. And I don't know if Parafini, that he was excited to be back, he was playing, he was doing all that stuff. And then, I don't want to say got to his head, but maybe now it's getting to his head, this thing, this team is getting to his head, and, the love and all of that stuff. Maybe we clapped too hard earlier on. But yeah, the weaknesses are going to be exploited, unfortunately. So I guess you have to make a decision whether you're going to be fine with Nebi getting the ropes. I think my criticism of Kaizer Chiefs is not necessarily that you are learning a new system. My criticism is, okay, the system isn't working. Can we adapt? Can we switch up a little bit? Can we change the way we build up, seeing what's going on? I mean, I already know from the beginning of this game that Umatuludi is going to have a very nice time on the right-hand side, should they choose to go there often, right? The fact that ball was played from the center means that, again, our midfield is a little bit shaky, but I'll give them benefit of the doubt. We're 25 minutes in. There's still a long game to play. If we can get a goal in the next 10, 15 minutes, I think it might settle the nerves, or maybe hold out, wait for the critical phases, last 10 minutes, hit a goal, go in halftime 1-1, and then go from there. But I don't think it's surprising anymore. They wasted that chance, POLOKWANE. It's not a surprise at all. We always know what's going to happen. Chiefs no longer a big team. For me, the coach can't fix the team's defensive problems is a failure. Kanti Chief supporters, why is the stadium empty? Umfutov early on is gone, but also, okay, it is empty, but also people seem to be sitting on this side. BBK said it's being hopeful in a hopeless situation that kills you. That's the thing, Lebza. That's the thing. I think we need to be honest, and honest doesn't mean you have to be mean. You don't have to be mean about criticism and stuff, but there's things that we're seeing over and over, week in, week out, that aren't being fixed. And Nabi, as great of a coach as he is, as his CV says he is, you have to show it, or else I could ask the question that what is the major change that we've seen from Kevin Johnson, from Motsepe? That's my thing. So, Fandenom, leave me alone. But let's fire the owners. If only we could, maybe that could work. I said this to my colleague. I think Rulani needs Rulani more than Nabi. Can I be honest with you? I guess the most disappointing thing about Kaizer Chiefs for me up to this point is not necessarily the tactics. It's more to do with sometimes the application of the players. Sometimes coaches get things wrong. They put things wrong, or they tactically get it wrong. But for example, Chiefs is 1-0 down, right? We're still sitting with 0 shots and zero attempts and 0 shots on target, for example, right? You'd expect them to be fighting. I think what drew us to this team at the beginning of the season, and why we were all so happy at the beginning of the season, was not necessarily that they were doing well. That team was a 25-minute team. They came out, they were playing well for 25 minutes, they'd score their 2 goals, and then it would be tibang for at least the last 40 minutes of the game, right? They weren't doing well. But there seemed to be an attitude about them, right? They seem to be like a want to run, to play, and to do all of that stuff, which kind of went away now. So I think that's the big thing. Is that a little bit better? Mara, the comments are going to show there at the bottom of the screen. There's a reason why I made it like that. But anyway, so I think now that that's also gone, it feels like now, but they're just playing to pass the time. There's no urgency to this team, and I've always said that I don't think it's too much tactical stuff. I think it's an attitude, maybe they've gotten okay with losing. I don't know, maybe it's one of those situations, but yeah, Let me not speak too much about that. 28 minutes in, Polokwane City is leading 1-0. We finally got an attempt there from Mart. Chiefs players are like Man United players. They'll play a coach out. And that's why maybe you change people. No, but we've been discussing defensive problems since Atazwane. How long does it continue? That's another factor, Tabang. You're not wrong in saying that, because oh, you guys are gonna drag me down into a rant. I have been questioning the system of the Kaizer Chiefs defensively, because we've seen a lot of players do the same things, right? We've seen a lot of players doing the same things. We've seen Ditlokwe Msimango, we've seen Msimango Ngobo, we've seen Cardoso, Matoho, we've seen on the right back Quinica, we've seen Jabulo Plom, we've seen Solomons on the left-hand side, we've seen Mashia, Nihlanti, Dove. We've seen a different host of players. So now I even question the actual system to say, are you guys inheriting this system, or has somebody chose the system and said that, guys, this is how Chiefs is going to play at the back? You know, and what do we say to those type of things? Because it's the same problems. When we speak about goalkeepers, how many times now we've seen Peterson, we've seen Kune, we've seen Vuma, we've seen Toar. Toar is now a bench player. Imagine, just signed. Now he's a bench player. Now Miguel is getting cards. He's also being pulled out of position, right? And it seems to me that these are simple things to fix, I think. But then again, I don't play with these. I'm not with these guys every day. I'm not a coach, right? But when you start seeing those things repeat over and over and over again, you start asking bigger questions. Okay, is it really the quality of player? I don't think it's the quality of player. Honestly speaking, there's way too many players that have come through this team for us to be saying that all of them is too heavy for all of them. Here comes Polokwane City again. Look at our build-up. We don't even have a structure for the build-up to say it goes here, it goes there, it goes there, it goes there. We don't. How many times have we lost the ball? Polokwane City doesn't even have to get into a low block to go win the ball back, because everybody runs away. But anyway, Sereno also shouldn't have stayed. Akira, there was stories about his ill discipline. Valdez says, I'm Chiefs supporter, but Chiefs is nothing different from Man United, a bunch of average players. Chiefs is slowly becoming Jomo Cosmo, says Mr. JP. I wonder how Chiefs is drawing board at the moment. Every game they head back, but they don't change much. In King I am. They don't change much. Hey, hopefully we can get a goal. Please just give us a goal so we can reset, guys. Our fans react to performance. The stadium attendance is getting smaller and smaller. Honeymoon is over. I told you guys our honeymoon is over. You only get so much. You only get so much rope before people start reacting and they start, you know, seeing that maybe it's not that. But came into 90 minutes. Whisper. Please leave us alone. My bro, no matter how much one loses, you can never get used to losing. No. You can get okay with losing. You can get okay with losing. You can get to a point where it's okay. You know, you'll probably hear people try to explain this away. You know, Polokwane City, look at what they did to Mamelodi Sundowns. This is the number 5 team. Putimo Hafe has been what. It becomes okay, guys. That's what I'm trying to say here. I think Nebi's reputation is on the line. He will leave this team. I wish you guys would go back to my old videos when I was getting proper into my rants on my lives. Or Unabi, he's giving himself a very tall order here. I saw Nabi yesterday after the Paris game driving a ref 4. I wonder why he wasn't training. Lusa. Whatever, because the Chief sucks. He just the Chief sucks. End of the day, my bro, no matter, yeah, Chief sucks in J, bottom line. What is the job of all the people that came with Nabi? Here's the question. They left. 2 of them jumped ship early. Did those guys see something we didn't know? 2 of them jumped ship early. Remember the guy who came first before Nabi arrived? went back to Morocco. There was an analyst, Liana, he went back to Morocco about a month in. So I don't know. I don't know. Chiefs need to release 15 players this Jan. Bring back our Mashiane. I saw somebody was asking about Rulani, what Rulani would do here. Honestly, I don't know. I think Rulani is a type of coach that needs a specific type of player in order to make his system work. And I think Mamelodi Sundowns was willing to buy him that specific type of player. But also he had spent so much time with said players that his plans could come together properly. So, never discount the environment and how much an environment can play a role in what we're seeing. There's that counter I'll say. There's that counter I was talking about. It's the one that almost caught Onyango out, the one that got Onyango a red card. If they can play that ball more often, I think there'll be a lot of issues that we're going to be fighting against there. So I'm trying to say that the environment also plays a big role in what the team does. You can bring in the new players, you can do all of that stuff, but if your culture hasn't changed, or if you've been, guys, let's face it, honestly, it's been 9 years without a trophy. That's a very tough thing to fight. That's a very tough thing to come in and change. Let's be honest. There's a lot more that needs to happen than just the coaching change. Man United, like you guys keep referencing Man United, they're going through a similar thing. Unless there's a complete overhaul somehow. Abu Liverpool had to go through complete overhauls to be where they are right now. Mamelodi Sundowns went through hectic changes. Even from the Pitso time when Pitso took over and made it a structure or whatever. Hectic changes had to happen there. Go! Oh. Hey, Shabalala. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot that needs to happen. But anyway, OT, let's get a loan and go buy this club. Yo! Okanka loan ya chalete kanakana. If we were doing that, we must get a loan and buy a team that's on sale. Bring back our Mashane. Kaizer Chiefs need to release 15 players this January. Never gonna happen, Sugar Spice. Never gonna happen. What's the job of all the people that came with Nabi? Okay, here we go. Please. Cruz tried to come back though, so maybe he thought there's a smaller Nyana hope. You can bring wherever you want. Nothing will change, says Bongs. The Cruz left early. I think the two who left saw something that wouldn't work at Chiefs. That team was coaching in Morocco. It's a good team. And he did very well with it. He actually raised it from the ashes. I heard Chiefs came with their own food. Zanella says Laopolis will score 2 goals. Nabi took them to Turkey for new surroundings. We need new players. Even new favorites must go. Up. Look up. That's all I'm going to say. Look up in the structure. Cross is always caught out of position. Can't the captain tell him to stop going forward too much? Yeah, Mr. JP, this is the question that I'm asking. Is it a penalty? This is the question that I'm asking. I'm asking that question to say, okay, I hear that everything is going wrong, but as experienced players, as national team players and all of that stuff, isn't there a place where you guys go, actually, should be a penalty. Is it? Malume Kuto, is it? Is that an offense to have the ball under your feet? Let's say, is that an offense, or to sit on the ball? I just need to know. Malume Kuto, please tell me there in the comments. Crosses the freeway. OT, you're so fixated on the team. Oh, Mara, we were watching Sundowns yesterday and Pirates yesterday. I'll pick a team, guys. His management is struggling. Patrice says, I fully agree with you on the changing of culture. I mean, football is evolving. So Kaizer Chiefs trains everything. That's an offense. Shembe. Shembe. Please, leave us alone. I just want to do something. I'm sorry, guys, about the background there because I'm losing light here. So I'm going to try do that and see if that doesn't help out. 39 minutes in, Kaizer Chiefs still 1-0 down versus Polokwane City. Polokwane City have gone into their defensive phases. I think they're trying to see out the game until the first, the second half. Kaizer Chiefs has lacked a lot of linked up play in terms of how we go forward. I think that beginning of the season game where we were playing into Sereno and having Sereno be the brain of the team. There's the run. There's the run. Yeah, wait. Now there's a run being made. If you were to play that ball earlier. But Nabi will resign here, says Kolani. I left Chiefs a long time ago and I'm glad I took that decision. The keeper had bad control of the ball and Shabalala disturbed the keeper. My Matati, leave me alone, please, guys. Today I refuse to shout. Today I refuse to shout. Today I refuse to be loud, I think. Look at that. Everybody passed that thing. Everybody passed that thing. Pass that thing, I feel like Motaung. You have half of the team lining up all the way up front, waiting for some phantom ball to be played from the middle and get all the way up the pitch. I don't know. Look, like it's so predictable that Polokwane City is literally just sitting back and waiting for the loose pass and pouncing on it. Waiting for the loose pass and pouncing on it. Chiefs is literally passing the ball to Polokwane. Literally passing the ball to Polokwane. Stelly's 2-0 down. CAF is cooking us all. The new coach energy from the players has died down. Now back to factory settings. Tell me what minute was the goal? The goal was scored in the. I mean, it was early. Wasn't it like the 10th minute or something? I'm forgetting. Guys, please just let me know. Machale, do better. Chiefs should ask to be relegated. Bring back step over Sailem. Do Sereno can go out. Do must go back to wing and Duba out. My fix would be getting. You have to put somebody. You have to sit someone down. From that front four. To please Sereno, Duba, and Shabalala. Somebody has to sit down, and you then become an attacking 3, then attacking 4. I think these are on the pitch, that thing of having 4 attackers, honestly speaking. And the cover becomes a little bit hard in the wide areas, right? Also, I'd love to see us play a faster game. Just a faster game. If you're going to play Utupris, you have to use his pace to your advantage. You can't be sitting here and not letting him run at the defenders. You know, look at the position he's taking up. He should be on the line with the center backs so that he can be sprung. Rather, he's offside, you know. Rather, he's offside than ineffective. 42 minutes. Come on, guys. Let's get something before halftime, please. Can we please get something before halftime? Even if it means somebody must just take a random shot. Nazo, Polokwane City has the ball again. It's so sad. They're not even pushing us. Like, they're not even pushing to do something. Duba, yellow card. He's playing with his heart now. His supporters must drop expectations for this season. Look, Sipo, I hear you. But how long can you drop expectations? How far can you drop them? How far can you drop them? I mean, I came into the season saying that, hey, I guess I'm looking at a 6-7 type of finish, maybe. I was hoping that maybe Nebi's expertise would come with maybe a little bit of a boost, not necessarily the biggest boost, but a little bit of a boost to put us into top 8. But must I now say 11? Beauty, leave me alone. It's my pain. This is how I deal with it. Halftime. I'm going to let in 5 people to have a conversation with me. So we're getting to halftime. 5 people will be able to jump in. We'll have a conversation about what we're seeing here, what we're not seeing here, and analyze that first half. And then if we can get to 25K likes, then we'll be able to. I'll leave it open in the second half, and everybody can come in and give me a minute of what they're thinking. Hey, Matuludi. Yo, Ricard. Evan, nabo Ricard. Ha le dumedise le go dumedisa. Le kena ka gore check the link in my bio, check the link in my bio. Dumedisang, guys, before you do it. Evan. 17th minute, ne? Okay, there we go. Every time Mark got the ball, he's losing it. Nonsense player layer. Serino does not train. It's definitely difficult at Chiefs, says Mokwena. Now I see why players won't sign for Chiefs. The team lacks structure. No, and let's be real. The people that you bring in for Kaizer Chiefs are also going to be heroes. They're going to feel as though they're heroes. I think what's getting to, Nkosiami. Oh, that gap. Oh, that gap on the left-hand side of the defense. Every week. No, wait. I said I wouldn't shout. I said I wouldn't shout. I said I wouldn't shout. Some of the players that are going to be arriving are going to think of themselves as being heroes. I think Serino is at that place right now where he's not playing hard. He's now like, he's relaxed. He's the savior of the team, you know? So when you start treating them like that and you clap too early, man, they start believing that thing and we no longer see them play properly. What is that? Left-hand side. Every week we're going to say left-hand side of the defense. Every week when we get here. And you know what causes that space? Is because Serino is not a tracking back player. So Shabalala should be playing on the left-hand side in order to assist to cross on the left-hand side. But Shabalala is somehow also a double 10 inside. Like, there's things I don't understand, man. There's things that I don't understand about this. At least give him cover. Shabalala, stay on the left-hand side. That's all you need to do. Stay on the left-hand side. He doesn't need to push up. Offside. Offside. Play Dubai as a 9 and sell to prison all the... Oh, hey, I almost read that. We're going to win our 4th league in a few minutes. Tabak says, hey, let's just rest to Dubai. We'll try again from the bench. Chiefs do need someone like Debza, who's not scared to take random shots. That would be nice. So something needs to be done with the Chiefs players. Valdez says, what are these players being taught to coach their training sessions because they technically poor on the ball? But Bradley Cross is dramatic. Every team in the PSL fancy themselves against Kaizer Chiefs. We need to sign Apolis as fellow Yellow Nation. Look at that pass. Talent Mbate is another one who thinks he's the hero. Yeah, Malume Kut, it's like it's gone to their head. And it's like they believe they're hype. And I guess one of the tough things for playing for the bigger teams in the country is that there's hype. Chiefs fans can hype. And if you start believing that hype, it's going to hurt you. Anyway, it is halftime. There's nothing that I hate more than lacking basics as agents. Bogani says Chiefs is embarrassing us. I wish they could embarrass themselves, man. Man. Let me just make sure who is here, then I can go from there. Okay, agent and Mutlale. I'm fixing my graphics quickly so that at least, man. Okay. Kana, you are here. Hansel, while I'm getting people in, welcome. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, Mr. Oti. How are you?
Hi. I can't even be angry anymore. At this point, being angry is, yeah. What do you think of the first half?
It's a waste of anger.
It's a waste of anger. You're right.
No, the thing is, it's very funny that us who don't have CAF B licenses, CAF A, what licenses, can be able to see mistakes that keep on occurring in each and every game. right? Mistakes that you think maybe because the teams nowadays they have video analysis, they've got a lot of equipment, technology provided to them so that they can better their game. A lot of things will change, but if you keep on seeing the same mistakes all over again, it begs the question to say, are the players not doing their job? Is it the technical team, or what? Or maybe it's just maybe there's a shortage of players. It's something that we can ask ourselves. Maybe at some point we'll get questions, right? Because even the last time we complained about Cross's pace, tracking back when he goes to attack, when he comes back he's slow. He's a bit poor on accurate passes. We talked about Sereno also. When you put Sereno, you must also have a cover for Cross.
Yeah.
We talked about all these things that are still happening in today's game. So it's a bit disappointing, and thinking, Kaizer Chiefs has changed coaches, has changed players, and it seems like there's no progress so far. It's like whenever a new coach comes, players, they just want to impress the coach to be in the first team, to be in the first 11, and then that's it. It's like a 5-6 games kind of hype, and then it just disappears. So for today, I'm very disappointed on how they are playing. The attack, the defense, the middle field. I think only Mtwata is trying. I think Chiefs likes a lot of ball-playing players, not players that just get the ball and just want to pass to the next person without reading and checking where they can pass the ball. You understand? Also, the off-ball positioning, I think it also beats them, because a lot of time, even if a player gets the ball, it's not a ball that they can do something with it. They have to pass it back or pass it to someone else who's also not in a so good position. But all in all, we will see the second half, because nowadays teams, they leave it to the second half, and then that's where they start throwing the sinks. So it's a bit disappointing.
Hi, let me bring in Elson Tabi. Elson Tabi, wait a second, keep let's or I give a little rasa. I give a to next Elson Tabi.
A tshware di bone di game tse borang the whole weekend tie kaofela ntse di tla jwalo a thile rona ratla, and the worst part gore rona ha ona me re bapalang teng, at least bana ba bang ra utlwa gore ba kgathala. Rona re na le enough time ya hore re ka nka energy ena re ha game ihla mona ya ba re etsa ntwe e sokang e bonwa kae.
Elson Tabi, re ka reng ka bane
ha ba tsebe na why ba firerile Khune, because Khune at least ine tla ba keeper rona for nako until bana le keeper e right. Ha rena the keeper at all, and if backline e better is na keeper, it's worse.
And a keeper of one.
We don't know. Ba mo tsamaisetseng ba sena motho a perfect e batlo mo reila ka yena. Man, I Chiefs yona ya re bora shame, I don't want to lie.
Ai, Elson Tabi, re ka reng hape ka bane ke reng re di bua ntho tsena.
Ene a ke utlwa botore maybe second half Chiefs high if e bapala hantle re bona ka first half. Second half yona ha iso ka iba ntwa rona Pirates yona ga tseba gore second half e ka khutla mo mme o ka fatse, mara rona makhosing re tseba first half ha tla be re bapala hantle re tlamile re qale first half bona le ga dlala ha ka ga hlola first half ha ona ntwe re tlo etsa re jiwe ke Polokwane City, there is nothing to play yet.
Elson Tabi, kopa o botsa hore ke di bona tse ding gore maybe di player di tactic di what mara le go pasa fela gore ba pase motho go etsalang ko Chiefs ke kelello o keng
re ka nna ga tsamaya re understand gore maybe Polokwane bona ba nna ba futang ke go thwe ka mo kana tshurena bana ba teng ba banyalane le magwa ba tutlwa nix ka ba futang, so ba ga hatella re tlweleng.
Elson Tabi, I reckon let me go to agent. Elson Tabi, agent, my brother. Hey, another day, another dollar.
There's very few things that can make me upset by Chiefs, like very few things. I've never been upset like this, and I'm not a Chiefs fan. Like, don't like do the basics. Your left back is out. Who is floating there? You almost considered from that, like that thing, just that portion alone upsetted me.
No, agent. Before you move from that, something that you've seen for game after game after game after game, on top of everything else.
Yeah. Some things will fall to the coach, because there are things that are repeating, that we're questioning the coach, and we question them. And me and we questioned him. Like the first 2-3 games when they were winning, And I remember he said, hey, this insults are too much on my wall now, you know. But I'm coming for those. It's just Kumo. These are professional players who have been paid. There's a left back who's out injured, or is it a right back, whatever it is called? But Cross is out injured. Who has to be there to cover? Because someone has to play that full back, especially when the team is on the counter, you know, and you almost get conceded from that. And then the second goal, I don't know what's happening, Shem. I've tried to look at the replay over and over again. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what's happening in that goal. Dotley and the keeper, Peterson, I don't know what's happening there. Like, I need to really look at that goal again. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, on another thing, I'm on Chiefs. 0 shots on target.
Yep.
0 shots on target. What are you doing? And the worst part is, this Polokwane City team that I'm about to criticize for is they're allowing you the space to shoot. Why can't you get a shot on target? You know? Because that's one thing that I want to criticize about Polokwane City. You know Mark has the technique. You know Serena has the technique. You know Shabalala can hit them. Dubai also is not that bad. Why are you giving them space to shoot? You know? And then also, as my last point on Polokwane City, and I don't know if me I'm the one who's seeing this. A police, he scored good, and he did that Trevella cross to Ramabu good, but he's been poor in this game. He's not showing intensity. He's working. I think he's making the other players overwork. There's a reason why Kabbalah got a yellow card, because a police not taking back. He's working and he's overloading those guys. You know. So sometimes I don't know if the staff of the team is supposed to try to stroll and walk like Messi. Only Messi can do that, you know. At least if you're not tracking back, at least be involved more into the play. Draw back and collect the ball. You can't just stay out wide and wait for the ball to come and then chase, and then when you lose it, you walk back. That style mentality won't take him anywhere. If it's like this at Polokwane City, what more if he's at Chiefs?
We're already seeing another one, but it's okay. It's okay. Let me bring in Butale.
Yo, Ane, OT.
When you start it that way,
you know, sometimes if you don't laugh, you will cry. Because I actually want the Kaizer Chiefs team to invite me to their analysis room because I want to see what they are saying to Bradley Cross. I want to see if it's an instruction for Bradley Cross to push so high up the pitch with no one covering him. I mean, let's look at the last chance that Polokwane City had just before the CAF ended. Polokwane City creates an overload on the left, and then it's a simple switch to the right wing. No one is covering. He's alone, man alone. Is it possible? No. These are players that allegedly we are paying hundreds of thousands a month. These players are going home to beautiful homes. They are going to their homes with beautiful cars. And midfielders are losing the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah, you're saying losing. Don't say losing, Mutal. They are giving it to Polokwane. They're giving it. And no pressure, no nothing. They're giving it to them.
They are giving the ball. I mean, we have players that can shoot, Mart. Players that can shoot. We have 0 shots on target. In Polokwane City, they are basically saying, come to us, because we know in the midfield third, you will lose the ball. And then from there, they start their attack. It's a game of men with logical minds against children. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. I don't know what the plan was coming into this game. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, guys, it's late. I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Hansel again. Hansel, I know we're probably going to be repeating Izinto that we've been speaking about for weeks and weeks and weeks. But how does Polokwane City win this game, or leave with the 3 points at the end of the game? And how does Chiefs win the game in the second half? What do they change?
Well, Mr. Oti, I think for Polokwane, they just have to keep doing what they were doing, and I know during almost 70 to 80 minutes they will be playing those long passes behind the defenders to try and get maybe a goal, or maybe they will just go back to their shell and play like the way Stellenbosch played against Pirates, knowing more than it will frustrate the players. You'd never know, but I think the way they are playing now and the way Chiefs is allowing them spaces, they have the freedom to roam around that whole ground and do whatever and fancy their chances in getting another goal, right? And with Chiefs, I think a few substitutions should be introduced. But still, even the last game when we saw that Nabi is not good with substitutions. Every time when he substitutes, there's always that thing. Now the team is weaker than the previous team, right? So I don't know how they are gonna win this game, but I think they need a coach that is going to lit a fire under these players' legs, because it seems like they're being comforted too much, man. It's like now they are spoiled. They're being treated like babies, and they are professional players.
Yeah.
They are being paid. They are not there to be massage their egos. They must be shouted at. They must be pushed around. They must be told we are here to work. Like they lack ambition. Chiefs must just try and give these small boys in the DDC a chance and remove all these high-profile players, because they are not giving the team anything. For me, it's disappointing for a club with such a prestige and big history like Kaizer Chiefs. It's annoying now. I'm a Pirates fan, but I'm annoyed.
It's getting to the point where everybody's annoyed. Hey, Hansa, can you give me your prediction?
I think if it continues like this, Polokwane might win 2-1. But if Chiefs comes back, then I think 1-1.
Is it very quickly? Is it a Ranga game?
Sorry?
Is it a Ranga game?
No, there's no game that is a Ranga game. It's gonna come here and miss opportunities. No.
How's it tabi? Kuchinchwang man second half how's it tabi? Kuchinchwang arabata win a game in.
Enwe ke bonang happy up duty today. Ke re Serino Hana le Mdudu Shabalala. Ba sebetsa mosebetsi o bonahalang mara tsatsing lena ke bone le o bona hore e tlile partnership eno e kopane tsatsing lena ha ke e bone hore na go etsala nix ka yona. Hai ha ka ba kora ha modimo ka ba thusa.
Father God, send help. It's tough.
God. It's tough, Father God. Send help, Father God. That wasn't time, I can't. Join scores the touring house in Tabi after here. 90 minutes.
I wanna ha modimo ka ba thusa ka khona equalizer. Ke a tseba ba tla tsoa. Mara ha Polokwane City ka kora another goal. Go fedile ke le hlono.
Hey, okay. Hey, thank you, Asitabi. Oh, Chauke is on the pitch. That defense is gonna run. Agent.
This is why this is my favorite coach.
Chiefs is gonna run.
I was about to say the same thing, in terms of substitutions. This is why he's my favorite coach. Guys, sometimes, being black and maybe not having the PR and maybe not having the looks or something or whatever, or the charisma, sometimes can disadvantage you, because this is one of the best coaches. Because I was about to say, compensate for police by bringing in Ochauke, take out Mafumo so that you guys can run a bit more, so that you guys can threaten this thing, so that's the problem. Abutu Kuzita. Sometimes being handsome can take you places, but anyways, for me, Kaizer Chiefs, I think take out Duba, bring in Potsane, take out Patrice, bring in Ranga Chivaviro, take out Ozwane, take out Oshabalala, bring in Ozwane. So Vilakazi, Potsane, and Shiva are this type of games for them. I think with those, you are able to maybe bully the defense more, because I think this is not a game where this team is going to open space for the British to run into. So you're going to need someone who's going to bully the defense. Yeah.
Score prediction?
Mine have just changed because I think Chauke has entered the pitch, but with the way Polokwane City is sitting back and allowing Chiefs to come at it, I saw a 1-1 draw. But yeah, I don't know.
Mutale, just to round it off there, how do you feel this? How do they win this game? How does Kaizer Chiefs come back? How does Polokwane secure their win? And what's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think at the back, the Polokwane's back line is very tactically disciplined. I don't think they are giving to Priest as much space, which, you know, from their perspective, it's a very good thing, because if you give to Priest space, he will kill you. So it's either we come into this game and, you know, make runs that pull away the defense, drag away the defense to, you know, create space for the Priest, or honestly, we just bring Ranga in, and so that he can use his physicality to hold off the defense and make us allow us to keep more possession of the ball. But yeah, and also bring in Umfundo so that he can, you know, work in tight spaces, because, you know, Utuba, also him, he can't really work in tough spaces. So yeah, I think Umfundo and Uchiva will be, you know, decent enough substitutions come in. And as for the prediction, I think it genuinely pains me to say this. I'm hating while saying this, but I think a 2-1 Polokwane City win. I don't see us coming back from this.
Oh,
I understand.
Okay.
I'm hurt also.
No, but thank you so much, guys. The second half has started. Remember, just add 45 to whatever my time says. So it's 2 minutes 40 right now. 45 makes it 47 minutes. Now you know exactly what the time is at any time on the show. Thank you to the people that jumped in halftime. If we can get to 25,000 likes, I will leave it open, and then everybody can come in and give me a minute or two of what they're thinking about. So we need to get to 25,000 likes. I'm trying to look for 60 all in all. And kupari gift, guys. Team Yakaya wa kupari gift. Now, there have been some changes that have been made there. So Tebo Hopotan is coming in for Uwandile Duba, Vilakazi is coming for Serino, and then Ditlokwe has come in for Bradley Cross. So it seems like it's a reply from a coach, right? Let's see if it's a good reply. There's Potsane already putting pressure on that Polokwane defense on that side. You could see Ditlokwe coming in and actually actively telling Potsane to stay wide. There was a point there where he was telling him, okay, these are my thoughts, guys. Serino out. These are my thoughts. Yesterday, I was critical of Sundowns for the effort. They seemed to lack a bit of effort when they were playing. Mara, I see the effort conversation because at least they were completing their passes. Thank you, Mfundo, man. Thank you. They were completing their passes and doing the basics right. What was killing Kaizer Chiefs here is that there's no way that a professional football player can pep a ball and play it directly to another person, to another player there. Thank you, guys. Yes, there we go. This is good. And play it directly to a player. That's number one. Number two, so many holes that we've been speaking about week in, week out. Left-hand side of Chiefs' defense. Now we're seeing that they're trying to plug it here with Idiskitv finally. But why must it take Polokwane City scoring a goal for us to wake up and start doing that better? What is our play, the plan for getting the ball up? Is it all just going to be people running or people waiting for the ball? Or do we have a way to get the ball up the pitch and play it? Mina ngamthanda Umfundo, guys. Sorry, interrupt whatever I'm saying. Mina ngamthanda Umfundo. Because Umfundo, when he comes onto that pitch, he shows you what it means like to be to be in the game. To want to play, to want to go win the game. He shows you every single time Mfundo comes onto that pitch, you can tell that is a game that he wants to win. And he wants to do whatever it means. If it means I'm shooting, if it means I'm... That is what we need more of. Not the rest of these players who are just there, man. Who are just there. Sometimes you must feel that you're losing, or you must feel that you're under pressure. You're under pressure. Forget about the jersey being heavy and all of that stuff. Niyaziwa. Even if it's a point of pride, a point of your own pride to say, my pride won't let me lose X amount of games or struggle for X amount of games. That's what we're looking for. Forget about the result. Tabang says, Mfundo always brings the hunger and attitude. We need more players. Yeah. Like we really need Umfutho, man, players that want to go out, and the youngsters, Shem, they give it to us. I don't know what's happened to Uduba. Duba was one of the people that had that thing. You know, I don't think, and I'll speak for myself, I don't mind losing matches if you guys have shown yourselves and you've come out. Now, on to Polokwane City. I think Polokwane City was sitting back a little bit too much during that game. I think there was an opportunity to get Matuludi free a lot more times. I thought Chawuka was on the pitch already. That was my bad. But now that Chawuka is on the pitch, I think they're going to pretty much sit back and do a mid to low block with a two-man counter of Apolis and Chawuke. So expect a lot of balls that are going to be coming in behind the Chiefs' defense towards the wings. So if you think about Chawuke's game versus Mamelodi Sundowns the first time out, when Onyango got the red card, I think they're going to try play this second half similar to that. So they're going to try and catch the defense on the break, try put balls into that space between the defense and the goalkeeper, especially if they do go high. It doesn't look like Kaizer Chiefs defense is planning to play a higher line here. But what's nice about what we're seeing from Kaizer Chiefs, after all the negatives that I've spoken about now, it does seem like Ritlokwe has been given explicit instructions to stay back on the left, and Potsane has been given instructions to cover him. So that is good. Even if it means that Uplom can go up, but you stay with the three center backs, I get it. Key to this is going to be not allowing Ditlokwe to move away from the center. The moment he moves away from the center, that is where he's going to cause a lot of problems for himself. So if I was Polokwane City, maybe have two runners on the right on the right hand side of their attack, where one is throwing Potsane, the other is throwing Ditlokwe, and another runner, maybe Chauke, going into that space that is left there. That is probably how I would play this this second half. Forget about the left hand side, forget about it completely, and just go up the right. But if you allow this Kaizer Chiefs team to gain the confidence, you see these kids, what I like about these kids when it's them, Abomfundo, and I'm not gonna lie, Upotsane is looking very hungry. Upotsane is looking like a very hungry player in this time. So he's been playing very hard. So hopefully that continues. Danke. Yeah, guys, Shutani, guys, give us something. Thank you. Okay, let me get back to these things. Awuti, where's Matlou? Potsane is going to prove himself. Matlou is injured, last I heard. I would love Matlou to win this team. Chiefs will come back and score. TT is sitting. Liverpool Cole play better than when they were at Chiefs. Is Chiefs as a team a problem? I think so. I think it's also how we treat these players sometimes, or we treat the guys. It's either all the way negative or it's all the way positive. It's either we're building and it doesn't matter, or if you concede one more goal, we're going to have you for lunch. We're going to cut off your head because of what you're doing. It's up and down a lot, and we don't take time to really look at the nitty-gritties, look at the nitty-gritties of whatever. Moody performed well when he's playing with Potsane. Sezu Kwazington. Hey, what's happening to my mouse? Whoever said Chiefs will score, Shem, you are dreaming. Says Ubongs. I think if they keep this up, they'll create more chances. But how long can you keep it up? Because also, if you're watching, Polokwane City is getting chances to attack Kaizer Chiefs. They are getting some spaces there. They have yet to go behind the defense because they're sitting back. But if they can face up the defense and maybe come into a 3v3 type of situation, like they're trying to do, they're committing 3 players, I think that's going to be key. For Chiefs, you're going to need Umteto to make more of those runs where he picks up the ball, because there is a space between the upper part of Polokwane's midfield and the attackers. So there's space there to be exploited if you can get somebody who's not afraid to trap the ball and turn, right? So Umteto is going to be running around there, or we might find ourselves in a situation where you're being pressed very high up and you're losing the ball there, similar to what was happening in the first half. Chiefs needs players that are ready to bleed for the team. I think we'll get a goal, says Ausin Tabi. Lou says, I love how passionate Fundo is. Even when they lose, he cries. Guys, mina ngantshela ngomfundo. I did a video on my TikTok where I said, Mfundo is going to be the most important player at Chiefs at some point. And it's not going to be because of his play. It's not going to be because of his showboating. It's going to be because there's an attitude that Mfundo comes into that pitch with. And I've also seen it a little bit when the youngsters were all playing together, quote unquote youngsters. When Zwane was on the pitch with Chabalala, was on the pitch with Vilakazi, they seemed to wake each other up. There was a point where they were all celebrating together so hard, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know how this is. And I also wonder how much Polokwane City's willingness, man. They're allowing Kaizer Chiefs to come onto them. Agent did mention in his halftime analysis, that they're allowing Chiefs basically to come at them. And Chiefs just hasn't been able to take advantage of all of that has been given. So let's see what's going to happen here. I think the Duklokwe change was incredible. Nebi, well done for that change. I think that has changed a lot defensively. And Polokwane City is chasing players, which is never good for a defense. Never good for a defense. Chiefs must have 3 players in each position like Pirates. Chiefs need a leader in the midfield who's arrogant on the ball. Mbule is another player. We can't even go get Abo Messi Mbappe. They'll look like jokes. I know we're losing, but Nabi's cooking. The second half has looked a lot better. Let me not lie to you guys. I don't want to sit here and be angry all the time. The second half has looked a lot better from Chiefs. There's movement. There's commitment. They're actually showing that they are there. They're actually completing passes, which is something I guess we're looking for in the first half. Let me see if YouTube has fixed this problem. Stelly's 3-0 down. Yo. Ow, Kati. Kimang Machuludi. Oh, you've ruined it for yourself, boy. You've ruined it for yourself. We need a new center forward, not to prison Chivavairo. Well, Marvelous, are we playing to prison Chivavairo to their strengths? I feel like when Chiefs is playing, I repeat myself a lot. Are we playing them to their strengths? Think about Dupree's at Stellies. Actually, it was Barker. I know he's losing, but it was Barker who, funny enough, said there's a way to use these players. And I think what he was trying to, the point he was making was, don't give some players higher grade scripts. And I don't want to be, it's not to be disrespectful. I mean it like this. If a player has a skill set that is 1, 2, and 3, stop making them do A, B, and C as well. Stop hoping that you're going to teach them how to play a certain game, or you're going to get them, you know, you're going to develop them. Hey, developer. We're going to develop them into a certain play. Let them play what they know how to play. We know that Utupriz is a pace merchant. He's a pace merchant who loves counter-attacking. He loves getting in behind defenses. So don't run him on the wing. Don't run him as a 10 or a false 9. Play him as a 9 that's on the end of those balls. We know that Chivavairo, as big as he is, he loves running onto the ball in the final third. So stop making him drop in and do all of those things. We know he loves crosses. He's a big guy. He's physical. So if you're going to play Chivavairo and not one cross is going to be played, and not one progressive ball that's going to go in between defenders, or at least give him a chance to run with a defender on his shoulder. If you're not going to give him any of those chances, then of course he's going to be a bad player. Of course. Because you're making him do something that he doesn't do. Oh. You can pull up highlights of Uranga Chivavairo if you want to see how he plays, and then ask if Chiefs has ever used him like that. And even if you had the hopes of trying to change him and make him a new player, surely at some point you go, let's just go back to what he does. Suffering at the beginning of the season because he was asked to drop in and all of that stuff. The moment to Coach Mangoba said, RMR, no, we're countering, you guys are going to use your pace in from the wings, running inside. Done. We looked at another player. They're struggling right now, for example, because that player is now no longer being able to be given that space and not able. sometimes just do what your player requires of you. Forget about all of these fancy. Sometimes man, Ipola man has messed us up. This modern football idea and all of this information that we have access to has messed us up because you want to play like Pep or you want to play like Klopp or Arne Slot or Arteta. You don't have the players for that, man. Just do the simple thing. To please, on your bike. That's all I want from you. On your bike. You are going to make 20 runs at the POLOKWANE defense or trying to get in behind the POLOKWANE defense. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to follow you. There's going to come a time when you're making run number 5 where they're going to follow you, and that's going to open space up for the person who's trailing you, whether it be Dushabalala or whoever. Of going to look for new players, of all of those different things. Just do the basic now. Just do the. You see that defense? Do you know what I love about that defense right now in the second half? Basic. Just be an obstacle. Where we don't need you to build the ball up from the back. Just be an obstacle. When Matuludi looks up, he has to see you there. That's all. That's all. Let's guys, man. We're just complicating football for no reason. Let me let in everyone in, guys. Remember, 1 to 2 minutes. Tell me what you're thinking. 62 minutes. Chiefs has played better, but POLOKWANE City has been sitting back, similar to how they were in their shell in the first few minutes of that first half. And now they're playing the first few minutes of the first half. So, can we carry on doing this thing? You know, Bongs. You've got a minute, my brother. Tell me, what do you think about this game?
In the first few.
Go! Guys, please mute when you come in. Please mute when you come in. Bongs, just tell me again.
The first half, I never saw it straight.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what we are doing in the field. Because nobody was taking any shots in the game. They were all passing, and now passing back. It's like they went back to default settings. See, Sebakadila Habeba, Bapala the back pass. It's a little bit. Second half, it's a little better because Kiabona, Mduo there was Manyana, at least to be a few chances to score a goal.
Jale Raiwina came in or?
Hi, winning I said you and a half a draw, get away hippie.
Okay. Hey, the talk way. Why are you there? The talk way? Okay, sorry about that, Bongs. I'm sorry, Bongs. So Bongs, Orinkari changed the and saying, do you think that maybe these players should be the starters?
Vilakazi, they play bad, have something Yayeta.
Okay, yeah, Bongs.
But at least I get a fellow go, compare the draw. That's it.
Yeah.
Can I accept the draw for now?
Okay, Bongs. Let me bring in Vuisile. Welcome to the show. How are you? Let me just see if I can't unmute. Guys, please remember when you come into the live, just mute your sound, and we'll go from there. Okay, Vuisile, I'm gonna come back to you again. Let me bring in Manemekuzo.
I was among like to whistle like the mina, Mr. OT.
Oh, I can press it too.
Oh,
yeah, I can't switch you on. Yeah, I can only send the request.
all right, Mr. OT. No, man, I'm being something Stellenbosch, yabo.
Yeah.
Maranya bona ngat nani nsekingeni POLOKWANE City busy benefits ngama back pass la. Ufuna ukubona ukuthi ama back pass ukwenzakalani. This is the second time. I understand, Mr. Uti.
Yeah.
But I'm disappointed with Stellenbosch, Mr. Uti.
Yeah, tell me about Stellenbosch.
No, I've been watching more Abanama avenues, banging a box in Bapasa 1,000. Make me never shy, they still go back, they look for an extra pass, and they're not really a carpet team, you know. But ever since again, Sanele Bands and Pili, They really trying on the wings. You know, Pili is skinning this defender alive, and Sanele Pansna is going down the ball and then Ufagama cross Abadulegile proper. Island to the whole game. But Bantu man. Imagine 3 Ekaya. At least they've salvaged some pride nyana, but should say consolation goal nyana. But had they approached it the way they approached the last 5 minutes, Bube Gungonyana man, Mr. Oti.
Is it a case where Coach Barker's getting exposed by Africa or how can you the tactics that man?
I think it's by exposure, Reynas has not been replaced.
Oh, okay.
Like they've been in the box. They in the box right now. Referee. Oh, Walu referee, and this team is going to make it 4 now. It's a counter. Stellenbosch FC boxing Mr. OT, and okay, they've recovered. But anyway, yeah, that should have been a penalty. Anyway, Mr. OT, so Gabonagala, like they've got so many box entries, and Uti Young is a number 10, Mr. Uti, you know. Score?
No, still 1-0. It's still 1-0. Polokwane City almost got a header there, free header. Well, they got a free header.
My issue is that they need to get a striker who is as interrogative as Reynas. No, to shy as Mr. OT.
Okay. Let me go to Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi. What's the looking for it? I saw Austin Tabi.
This is not allowed, never. Oh, awa. Second half we better have to ra khuthala ga bona ka nna ga ba le goal wa tsebe.
Mara we tswa ke eng ka ba nna a ke bone hore ka re ba tshintshile man di minds man.
Hape obrigado aggressive fishem yena. Why bye batla goal why batla ke na ba fang matlanyana anu mndu na le fatshe mara ke a tseba gore ha bona obrigado ntho tlatsa mahantle.
Jwale ra wina game ena o senthapi.
Re tlo draw ye.
Re tlo draw how?
Se fapane re tlo draw.
Asentabe kupa o botsa then next week. Tshwantse go qale bo potsane bana le bo mfundo.
Ha bona second half ya qetetseng ka yona ha o go qala yona the next game I fair chance I bona ha ile yona e qadileng gona go etsala jwa ha ba benche ba dule fatshe bana ba bang
go gatetse ke bona
hey moleko ko na o mate ba sa o being fatshe yo Martin twa iphatsitseng ka yona ka ga le kosi ai jealous down
para Asentabe Kare le wena o kry bosinje re ke mokeye sije
Mr. OT.
Hey CJ, why must your team man do this to us?
Listen, to be honest, I don't think Polokwane City has been that threatening.
Yeah.
They have not. Even before that goal, they were not. It was just a lapse of concentration, one moment, and then we conceded a goal. And also, Chiefs as well has not been threatening in terms of ball circulation, in terms of playing combinations that look like they can yield us anything. So I would continue with that starting lineup, to be honest with you, because you need a transformative substitution, and I think let me start. Nabi made good substitutions.
Yeah.
Blom is coming out, and Chifavaro is going.
Victory.
Okay. Okay. And that's why they are putting Ranga in. I really don't know I do not know what's going on here.
I hope we didn't commentators curse our substitutions now.
Yeah. Mr. Oti. But anyway, before the substitution, the ones that he made sense and they've had positive impact. I'm not sure about this De Klokwe playing on this left-hand side. I think he's going to be beaten for pace. Where's Mashiane? I would have opted for Mashiane to replace Cross. But anyway, it's fine. Let's see what's going to happen. I think Mart also needs to be taken out and Osamgelo to come in. There's something with these boys. I want to agree with you. These boys know how to play with each other. They know how to find each other. They know how they run. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, Mr. Oti, going back to where you were saying Ranga, we are not using Ranga. Mr. Oti, this person has bluntly missed goals.
Now I'm telling you.
Bluntly.
Now I'm telling you.
Bluntly.
20 crosses.
Oti. It's another thing that Ranga has not gotten. Mr. Refu.
Mart, calm down. You're the captain. Calm down, boy. Calm down. You didn't need the yellow card, man. Calm down now.
You need to tell these referees, man. Sometimes you need to tell them
not for cards. Not for cards. No.
Man,
not for cards. Nah, there I'm fighting. No. You don't need to do that.
Mr. Oti, where's Cross?
He's off. They took him off. They took him off for the talk.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
A dangerous tackle happened in the left hand corner.
Oh,
and the
okay,
player
yeah.
Did not even receive a card, not even a warning, nothing whatsoever. So and this is another. But okay, let's watch. Let's watch Mr. Oti.
Let me bring in Senzo.
Mr. Oti.
Long time, my brother.
Aish, man. You know, we try to go to African countries to get sangomas to help you and help your team. And you try and you spend money, you climb mountains and grow under valleys. And you come back. It's the same thing.
What are you seeing from this kid?
You know, I can't lie, man. Like, I think there's a thing that we as Kaizer Chiefs need to be honest about is that we don't have quality players. We can bring Pep Guardiola, we can bring Chalo Antolochi, we can bring anybody. Like the Chiefs team has no quality, and it says why we don't have a lot of players playing at the national team. We have we have people from all over Africa, Angola, we've got Namibia, but they also not playing in their national teams. I think it says a lot. It says a hell of a lot. We still have Saili. He's not playing in the national team. It says a lot. The national team is doing well, and it's got the other big players of the other teams, and it's doing well. We are suffering. We are honestly suffering. And it's not a lack of tactics or pressure there. I felt what Nabi was bringing was that team spirit. You know, sometimes you need team spirit. You need that thing to give the boys motivation to fight for each other, to fight for the badge. And I think Nabi coming, he did that. But that does not translate to all the games of the season. It might win you a game or two here, but when it comes to a season, that's a marathon. You're going to need quality. You're going to need to interchange players. You're going to need to have a plan B, C, and D. You know, you don't... Yeah, man, you don't just put players in hope. You can't tell me that Chiefs is having a bad run and Botswana is your outlet, you know, is your guy who's going to change the game. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Mdu Shabalala has had maybe the most minutes out of all the Chiefs players, but let's be honest, what is he giving the team? You know, Fukeng is not talked about because he's the most good-looking player. It's because there's an outlet. Nkota came a year after Shabalala, and he is already seen as one of Pirates' deadliest players. You know, you look at Mabena, you look at Lutlaku. It's not a favorite thing. It's not a thing which is a chooser. We watch these games, and as much as we can say Kaizer Chiefs has glimmering talent, we honestly don't. We really honestly don't. We have average players. At best, maybe they'll have a good game or a good run of game, but after that, I know. Let's be honest, guys. Like, we really lack quality, and I don't blame Nabi. I feel like we had bought a lot of players prior before he came, so it makes it a bit difficult to release all the players and get players in. Yes, we've started with Miguel. I think is an exceptional signing. Serino, exceptional signing. But yeah, man, you see in the other places we still lack. You can't tell me you still have Mashiane on the bench, you have Solomon on the bench, but you can't put them. You'd rather put a Ditlokwe or a Bloom in the starting lineup, you know. So I honestly, for me, it just says a lack of quality. The coach isn't picking when he picks who is the who what I want to do. He's picking who does the lesser evil, who is most likely not to do a mistake, or who is most likely to do. He's not picking because, you know what, I know this guy is going to change the game or give me something different. And it's starting to show. It's really starting to show. We are struggling against teams we shouldn't be struggling with. I'm not disrespecting Polokwane in any sense of the way, but betting odds were on us, you know, betting odds, and not by mistake. And then you put on Zwane. We are losing. We are losing. You put on Zwane. Losing. We are put on Zwane. So it's one
Can
of those
I ask
things.
though? Okay, can I ask Senzo? Can't we question the coach to say, fine, you don't have the quality, then why not double up? Why not double on the protection? Let's say, so if we know our defenders are not good, let's say, why not play a back five system? You know, or things like that to at least limit damage. Because I think my problem here is, I understand us speaking about quality and we don't have quality and all of that, but some of the decisions that are made here are then making it worse for those players that we are saying are not quality, because now you're putting them into even more worse situations. Can we question the coaching staff for that too?
Me, I think he wants to do that, and you see it with the rotation in the defense. You know, we've seen Solomon's come in, we've seen Fosler come in, we've seen also now Ditlokwe put in the left position. He is trying to defend. That's why even when we signed in the transfer window, we prioritized on our defense. Unfortunately, our recruitment, besides Miguel and maybe Cross, but Cross is also someone that still needs to be a bit studied a bit more. But if I'm being honest, I think if you're going to play a back three, you need to have a goalkeeper that's world class. And we don't have a goalkeeper that's world class. That's why Sundowns can afford to play with only 2 defenders, because their goalkeeper is world class. What we don't see in training is that probably Ntwari is being hit with shots outside the box and made a slimmer. That's why I see the coach always wants us to press high in the starting phases of the game. He doesn't want them to have shots at our goalkeeper, because our goalkeeper are very, very bad at long balls. They can be beaten with long balls, and a back three formation needs you to have a goalkeeper that is brilliant in terms of playing, in terms of a distribution, and in terms of his primary job, which is goalkeeping. And like I say, and I think I'll reiterate this thing, is that the quality isn't just in the front too, but it's in the back. We were always known for having a dominant keeper, and unfortunately right now we don't have a good keeper, and that is starting to show, because our spine, if it was a bit stronger, games like this we would be winning 1-0. You know, we'd be doing what if you watch Supersport does. They might not win the big games, but the games that they're supposed to win, they'll put in the bag. You know, they'll put in the bag. This game was simply supposed to put in the bag. I'm not saying 5-0, but we're supposed to be winning 2-0. Yes, my boy, you want to go in the Kaizer Chiefs starting lineup? Don't worry. This is the 3K that's going to save the team. I think I've given up. I think my boy is our last hope, my man.
No, Senzo, thank you so much. Let me see if I can't get Wisile back. Wisile, are you with me? Here's my thing, guys. Here's my thing. Mina, I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing. I don't even mind knowing that my team is the lesser team. But when you say lesser team, how are you setting up that team to be successful knowing that they're lesser? For example, you know that Cross doesn't have an engine. We have all seen Cross this season, that even when he plays proper for a game, no worries, no nothing. By 60 minutes, he's done. He's done. He doesn't have that thing. But you don't get to the point where you go, let's make sure that when Cross is done 60th minute, or let's not make him run up and down. Stay back, Cross. You are not needed up there because it's going to kill you. It's been killing you. The moment you're dead, there's spaces that open up and you make the other guys have issues. Or go to a back 3, back 5, where maybe Cross becomes a left wing back. That's what you call protecting and covering for mistakes or covering for lack of quality. You know, some of the teams in England that we watch that have no need to be playing certain games versus Abo Man City and all of those guys, they go, okay, for this game, we're going to play a back 5 with a 3 and we're going to play on a counter. That's covering things that are wrong. But Tina, we keep seeing the same mistakes over and over and over again. And now I'm going, forget about quality because guys, almost. Penene, Mr. Rev. Oh, they're throwing things now, the fans. They're throwing things now, the fans. That should have been something. That looked like a penalty. Okay. As I was saying, right? Guys, can we stop wanting these phantom players? Oh, no, he's not quality. No, he's not good enough. Can we stop wanting these phantom players that clearly don't exist and start looking at our team and saying, okay, I don't have Williams, so let's not play the ball out from the back. I don't have Mokwena, so let's not try to do fancy things. I don't have Allender, I don't have Reynolds, I don't have Zwane, we don't have. But then can we now just go, fine, guys, this is what we have. Can we make a plan for these guys? Can we make a plan for these guys? The transfer window is far away. Yeah, we chose the players we signed the players we signed. Fine. Now we know their strengths and weaknesses. Whenever we're speaking on this show, we speak about strengths and weaknesses. Dala Seaborn into a cross, we're still seeing it. Dala Seaborn into a midfield, we're still seeing it. Dala Seaborn out Pambili, sometimes we don't have a thing. But then, anyway, I want to go to the positives of what we're seeing here. It wasn't going to last forever. But Abu Vilakazi, they have come in and they've given us a jolt. How long that jolt lasts, I don't know. I don't know how long that jolt is going to last for because that's pure energy. That's pure stubbornness, attitude. It's not tactics. These guys are running more, and we always see it from Abomfundo, but is it enough for you to get over the line? I do not think so, right? Hopefully, Singalta is somewhere, and we can do something here. Ranga's been on the pitch for how long? These are the questions that I ask. Ranga has been on the pitch for how long? What is the point of having a tall, muscular striker? Oh, nah. To praise. He saw headlines. You saw headlines there. That was unnecessary. But anyway. So that's why I'm like, I think that's what I'm starting to question that I'm guys. Kopa lerda man. Kopa man leska bulawa ginin chote. Even if it means you have to make the footballers basic. You know, people speak about Mirendop. I saw somebody mention Mirendop here. Mirendop made his football simple. But you know what, guys? We don't have all of these things. We spoke about Supersport. There was a Supersport mentioned here. Supersport doesn't try and do a million things that they don't understand or they don't have the players for. If it means we must helicopter the game, helicopter the game. Bradley Grobler, you are good in the box with getting to those balls. I don't need to try make you a false nine that's dropping in and playing the ball. No, forget about that stuff. Just play simple. We're all looking for this fancy answer, man. I think at Kaizer Chiefs, we're looking for this fancy, big, complicated answer. When maybe the game is, you know what, guys? We've had a very tough time for 9 years. Maybe for one season, you just sacrifice all of these new ideas and all of that stuff and just go back to Dali Basic. Once. Dali Basic, see where it gets you. Once you've got your feet under you, then maybe you can come back and do something special. Run across. Thank you. Sure, Spice. Tanasekai, welcome.
Tanasekai, laban bazokulisa labo.
Ay man, minangkhathele man.
Ay. No, like truly speaking, my brother, Mama Chacheka, if there's so many players that abasi quality Chiefs, there's so many average players like Chiefs, like they don't respect or acknowledge which they are playing for one of the biggest team in Africa. Serious program. La?
Yeah.
I'm for it. Like most for it, like angazi for it. Yazi njengoba nisho bona le game lengibukela. Like lento umfundo ne iyazama but manje aba nanoma ithi iyaphanda i1. Iyaphanda i1 akekho umuntu oyisupportayo. Like uNabi, it's unfortunate angazi ukuthi if mina bathu benguNabi I bengarelease abo ma 10 or 15 players la. Angakabi nama complete players la.
Manje Vuyisile cela umute lapho Vuyisile. There's a bit of an echo there. Mara sure space ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi at what point then ngizombheka uNabi naye ukuthi hayi mara my guy bathe nama coaching qualifications zonke lezi zinto. Ngono style ublock man sithatha ama point sizihambele 1 point ke.
Yeah, because my HIV there's one thing you can come with your own on paper. If you look Siviga Rivero, Upegi Siviga Nabi. On paper, Unabi is one of the best coaches. And about Manje, it also raises some questions which because sometimes you can have good credentials, good everything, but because now Manje, we are starting to questioning is it the players, is it the management, is it the coach? Because Manje, we are all lost. The way I'm not direction for
something, man. Maybe it will be controversial. Yeah, there we go. Man. Something controversial. Do you think that at this point, the Kaizer Chiefs, maybe we don't need a Nabi? Maybe you needed somebody, man. You know, Abu Sam Eletais, just ibambe and just get us above water. Are we not rushing? Ukufuna umuntu ozoyenza isushi. Otshwayela isushi mara simnikeza isinkwa.
No, as him that you were very, very impatient. Was one.
Ooh, too neat. Oh, sorry, sure, space.
Ngithi benge kopete ukuthi nje azange nje nimnike nje chance. But ke bafowethu thingani mosheli. It's fine bafowethu. Naba bo CJ babangene nabo babeka abantwana basekhaya. Ngiyabonga.
Oh, 2-0 guys, 2-0.
Ziyakhala and ziku loudspeaker and I khona into off. Hayi no khona into off. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje.
10:04. Oh, Vuyisile, 2-0. Vuyisile, are you with me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey, Tara.
Njani?
Angikho right Vuyisile, man angikho right. Ubona njani ke? Angikho right man.
Mini Chiefs mina yambora man. Benjawule tameni beyinini last year.
Yeah.
Nabo kade ukufika lande ubani Kaizer Junior le airport.
Yeah.
Ngithi maybe uzolunga lo. Ngathi uzolunga lo. Ngathi amboni. That's nabo assistant bakhe. Ngathi amboni.
Yeah.
And then abacedile kuphela lana. Abacedile kuphela lana maybe abamisa somewhere. And then abacedile kuphela lana. Bahlala ba-relax abonabe nani check ama-player abaceda ukucheck ama-player bhalile la and meyithi bacosha ama-players nini last year
Yeah.
bonke zwap manje ayabhala
I know kuthunile. No, Vusile. Hey, yeah, yeah.
And then bengifuna ulokhuza utambani uGavin Hunt.
Yeah.
Meten drop.
Yeah.
And then mabacedile la basebenzisana because sakhumbula ku 2021 Meten drop selasiswa ku final no Gavin Hunt.
Oh, Kevin Hunt wasisa ku final umile ndobe ke sehambile mara usise ku last day. Best leader the whole season. Yeah.
Yeah, mfuna bona lapho. Or either uBobby Motaung alethu khumalo lapha no ku MDC.
Okay.
Coach Chiefs, senior coach.
Hey. No, Vusile for this card, guys. Since we are in Taki Putwami, since we are in extra time, can we please? We're gonna keep it to a minute. I'm not gonna stay too long. We're gonna speak about the game properly tomorrow. Mara, huh? Mara, you right?
No, 2 chances, 2 goals. But what I wanted to say is that I don't agree with this statement that Chiefs does not have material or quality players. It can't be, and it can't be. Each and every player that is a Chiefs currently in this squad, they do have national caps, all of them. They do have national call-ups, all of them. So we can't say that these players are not material. Even the young ones, they have national caps in their age groups.
Yeah.
We can't say that. Even the foreign players that are Chiefs, they've got national. Look at that, pulling the player and Mr. Ref is quiet. But anyway, even our international players, they are representing their country in their national teams. So we can't say that we don't have quality. I mean, like that conversation and debate should be thrown out of the. But
CJ, besides that, are we saying that this team is the 9th place team? So all of these names are 9, 10, 11. Yes. I think that's my thing. Uti, yes. I can't even expect this team to be a top 6 team in a league where Sundowns wins by 23 points.
No. Here's what wait for me first.
Yeah.
Wait for me. I am saying the players. Let's start with the player personnel. That these players, we can't. The argument that they're not quality must be thrown out of the box. The biggest question I should be asking now is this team. Now, this team, the way this team plays, how they play with each other, are they demonstrating quality football? Now, that is for me what I see is lacking. It is the way that these quality players play each other. They have not come up with a football that for me is championship contending and trophy contending football for me. Hard luck, moments of brilliance from single individuals that unfortunately did not turn this game around. Hard luck in terms of the defensive unit, broke down twice and conceded on those 2 times. We can't say that there will be Polokwane was knocking and overdoing. It was 2 opportunities to goal scored, very clinical from Polokwane's side. Let's give them that. This Polokwane team is very clinical with the chances they get. And we were not as clinical as Polokwane City with our own chances. That what more could Polokwane do with that shot? It hit the crossbar. Is there something more we could have done for it? The answer is no. Could he have changed his tactic? The answer is no. Brilliant tactic, brilliant shot. Unfortunately, didn't go through.
No, for time, CJ, for time.
To be chasing Nabi away? I don't think so.
But we need to start questioning.
And questioning is another thing. Complaining is another
thing. Okay,
that's
CJ.
Question, not complain.
Yeah. For time, guys, please. I need to. Man, CJ, I need to go a minute. We're gonna speak about it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Relax. Don't
Prati,
worry. Don't worry. Relax.
Tomorrow's gonna be Kaizer Chiefs time also. Hey. Don't get me into trouble. I stream every day. Hey.
Sundowns tomorrow.
Hey man, hamba. Prati, kena Prati. Prati. Regile, what happened, man?
I'm defeated, Brawoti, to be honest. I feel defeated straight. CJ, we do not have quality players. We do not have quality players. Like, I Chiefs won. No, man. Arna matata serious. The players are at the most. I like you, the players are at the Kaka or the release you the time which is the palette you can net.
Yeah.
The palette. Starting from goal chipping department, there are no quality. Starting from the good defender, there are no quality. You can't concede. I get able to consider every game. No. Believe it and Toro and quality. Corre parlo like Polokwane City, Polokwane City, SRNCP, reparlo like Majets. If we can't beat Polokwane City, you can't beat Royal AM, you can't beat the Majets. Rahobesayambo Cape Town City, Rahobesayambo Stellenbosch, Rahobesayambo Pirates. To be honest, bro.
Mara Prati, Copa Hobota Mara Prati. La arena quality ko teaming ena. Na ke batla ho botsa hore mara e ka ba number 9. Ka di players ena e ka ba number 9. At least aba felle ko ba 5. Zwane na le ko number 5 asina di player. Jole re lela number 8. Umplela hore Golden Arrows na le squad se bitire se ke then sa rona.
No ba shebile. Golden Arrows lolo ni Polokwane City I don't think I think we better than Polokwane City. So we have some players, but to be honest, the team are on a high balance, high balance. We don't have we do have a ball players, but we don't have a thinker. Motho khona mo gare o tshwara bolo khona go penetrate ha bona re plan tsa go coach ha di bereke tsa go ra re tla le di maybe re tshameka bere ya wide bere tshameka di cross ha plan e sa bereke tshwanetse re nne le player le gore okay o anagana gore ha ke tshameka ball a re ba penetrate ke tsene mo gare ke pass or ke tsene mo gare ke go kora so we still have a long way to go my brother to be honest now we are not re team ya rona e register e tshegisa ka batho man no guys
guys, I'm gonna just jump in. We're gonna analyze the games properly tomorrow. So those who are new, please follow Monday to Thursday 7 p.m. we are here. So tomorrow we're gonna speak about the 3 games that we watched this weekend: Pirates, Sundowns, and Chiefs. I just wanna wrap up a little bit here. Let me go to Utio. Mina think I tell mina angisafuna ukuzama excuse. Hi. Angisafuni next man.
I'm defeated. Baze bangibize egroupini ngithe ngizobaphendula ngo5 bathi u5 ushayile sengisaba nokungena. Khona nalo laphezulu la angangena biza igama lami please we are here for peace. OT as you said we'll analyze the game tomorrow but I've got 2 problems with my team. The coaching staff. OT, there's certain, we said this thing. We're not fighting against Nabi. We're now questioning his tactics. We're questioning why is he here. We question. Said as a coach, OT. Cross costed us last game by going up. You allow him to do this low. You can't track back, OT. I'm not gonna analyze the game. I'm just gonna analyze certain moments of players and the coach as well. Second half. You bring in Upotsane. After bringing Upotsane, OT, Masngaboni, we are destroying Sereno. We're gonna be the reason why Sereno is dead. That's gonna be a sad part. Secondly, Dupreez and Sereno on Shaba cannot play together in the same pitch, guys. It's impossible. Dupreez wants to run, Shaba and Sereno wants to combine, and then the worst part, OT. I used to love this player. Got to imagine some flames. Why is Umat playing 90 minutes? Why, OT? What's wrong with us? Why are we still having Matt on the team? Guys, no. Okay, not on the team, OT. Why is he still playing 90 minutes? Mtetwa is doing everything that we need, OT. Mtetwa, that guy. But Matt, here's the ball. Shabalala is in front of you. Sereno is in front of you. Shy Pola go Duba. Duba is like, I hardly saw Duba today. Why? Bamninga long balls. For what? Bring the ball to enyaweni lalentwana idlale, and then now sizothi lentwana ifile. Unabi for me, OT has to be held accountable. Not that we're fighting with teams, Nj. We are asking Guti, when the team is displaying such a thing, such nonsense in the game. First half we didn't have shots on target. Second half we were shooting from outside of the box. You bring in Ranga, you are not bringing crosses. What's the mandate? Coach. But yeah, we'll talk about this tomorrow. I'm not gonna come in today. I'll answer questions tomorrow.
Hi guys, agent.
OT, yeah, let it all out, my brother. I wanted to give you my 2 minutes, but I just wanted to say that in my culture, at least in African culture, when a baby is born and he pisses on you or you're holding on him, it's considered good luck, But once he's 5 years and still pissing on you, you have to consult now, because now it's a serious problem, From day one, Coach Naibe has been pissing on you guys, and we talked and we labeled haters, and it's still worrying me that even to this stage that you guys are still not worried about him, that he's pissing on you, because he's making the same tactical errors and he's still coming with the same sticking attitude from day one, and at least I can say if OT saw it the same time I saw it, like I said, sometimes can you please hide names at least and bring in the comments when you say those things. Because sometimes you say these things and it's like we are hating. It's not that we are hating.
No, but
there's time for hate and there's time for us to analyze the game. So if we are judging Mangola now, I would be supposed to judge. but I'm not there. I'm not going there. And if Sundowns some Christ, what is chief? But I'm not there. All I wanted to say is a farewell. So this is my farewell gift. I just wanted to say to you guys, drink water, it's hot. Chiefs is causing you guys high blood pressure. Drink responsibly, don't drink and drive. Please don't take this football thing too hard. It's a game, you lose some, you win some. Let's see each other in the next year. Keep supporting the channel. Please subscribe, please donate, please do all those things. We love OT, even though he's hurt, but please let's shower him with flowers. So please, can Abuti Kusa get 1 minute of my time? I just want him to relate, please, just for me, please.
You wanna kill me more?
No, he just needs to relate just for me, just 1 minute for Abuti Kuso, please. It's my last show. It's my last year, please. Can I use my member privileges? This is my last show here. See you guys in the next year. So can I please have Abuti Billy to relate for me, please? And let me say just 10 seconds. Thank you.
You just want me? Okay, as a member then, Mara guys, okay, 2 members. Kavane, you guys contribute. I'll open for Osuntabi. I'll open for Monime Kuso. So 2 members, just 2, because they are members, they're contributing. I have to give them their chance. Osuntabi.
Please ke kopa motho e junior ka mo utlwang ka ditsebeng. Junior, we are African, we need sangoma batho ba ba rimela ba. Ha ona go potsane a ka shapa Paulu goal e jwalo e fe. Aya if re tlo qhubeka le tsela hana lo kenya sangoma ka rata batse khona re tlo loser ka vela.
Hey,
Magwa le skela chata ka tlapena rona ya ma Africa ka kopa. Ha sangoma kene ka ga ditaba batho bana ba rimela.
Hi, Kare Motetsanze, Uncle leave of absence. Malube Kutso, very quickly.
Aye, man, Mr. OT. Those Kaizer Chiefs players should have scored some of those goals, and Mark made a horrible pass. Let's not be too hard on the coach. I saw those mistakes. But, send off to agent.
Okay, guys. Now, I have two things to say. Number one.
And go right. And you go right. You can put the band and wouldn't want to get into the side.
Number one. And then the last one.
Football can kill you. Will kill you a real death. You will die because of football.
Okay, I'm gonna be brief. Tomorrow we're gonna cover the games probably tomorrow. If you want my thoughts are gonna be out on my YouTube in an hour and a half from now. Okay. There's no excuses anymore. There's no excuses. There's no new coach. There's no new players. There's no cooking, building. There's none of that. Now we have to be critical of this team, right? We have to be critical. And I'm not saying that Polokwane City didn't play well. I'm not saying that Royal AM didn't play well. I'm not saying that Sundowns didn't blow us out of the water. I'm not saying that Makesi didn't do well to do 2-2. I'm not saying that Supersport didn't play well when they beat us. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that something needs to happen because we find ourselves in the same spot. And what really irritates me about the Kaizer Chiefs, is not the losing. Is that we're going to come out again tomorrow or next game and we're going to have the same performance. And nobody's going to be angry and nobody's going to try play more. And we're going to have to wait for Mfundo to come on in the second half in order for them to start running. We're going to have to start doing those type of things. Guys, what was the first half of this game? No shots, no attempts. We gave away the ball. Easily gave away the ball to Polokwane over and over and over again. We concede. After conceding, they don't do anything else for the rest of that half. We come out second half, Bayenzama change fine, and I give them that. Renalimu second half, there was something that they gave us a little bit more, Abumfundo, when they came on. And we can say, we can't keep saying that this one is lucky and that one is lucky and that one was a lucky goal and, the Chiefs players should have done this and they should have done that. Now the record is coming. 10 games. We're going to see what's happening. And even the thing that he was doing well in his attack, Chiefs had a good attack. They had great structure in their attack. That's gone now. That's also gone. Our Cross have been making the same mistakes that they've been making for how long? How many games have we spoken about Cross, about the defense? How many games have we spoken about our attack? So now, for me personally, I don't know about you guys, I don't want to have a conversation about quality players bringing in January. I don't want to have a conversation about building. I don't want to have a conversation about patience. I don't want to have a conversation about any of that stuff. These are the players. Mart has been in this team for how long? Umar has been in this team for how long? I won. How many years has Umdu been in this team? And how many years of experience is on that pitch altogether? I want at this point now, for those guys, Miguel, Utswako, CAF Champions League football. You are playing CAF Champions League football, Petro Teluanda. We want to see it. Totally is a bafana player right now. We want to see it. Mtetwa, what were you at Stellenbosch? We want to see it. Rangachibavero was scoring goals. Dupreez was scoring goals before they got to Kaizer Chiefs. All of these players, they were star players before they got Abu Potsani. were amazing at Rally. I want to see it. And I don't think you can do another year without fixing the problems, because now 9-10 years we're looking at without any trophies. 9-10 years. Now unabi. Nai ufelwa kimata right now. Drastic things need to change. And I think drastic things need to change up here. I don't mind losing. I do not mind losing. I do not mind coming into a team and getting beaten because they were just better than us on the day. We played our best and they beat us. I don't mind. But what I mind is these lackadaisical performances. And now, Nivuga mustn't lose. You don't take into account that you are number 9. I believe they're number 9 right now. You don't take into account. You came into this game as number 9. You leave this game as number 9. You came into this season finishing where? I believe it was 9 out of the top 8. Look at where we are right now. Now, POLOKWANE City, number 3 right now in the log. Do they have better quality players? Is their coach a Champions League coach? Yeah? Do they have bafana players outside of Apolis on that pitch? Number 3. They're sitting number 3. Second, I think it's their second or third year since they came back from ENFD. They're sitting number 3 right now. Our Stellies who lose players every year are higher. Our Kukune are higher. And no disrespect to those players, those teams. They're doing what they need to do. They're doing the things that they need to do. What is Chiefs doing outside of complaining? Every one of our problems are fixed off of the pitch. More players, different coach, different management. Night round, 90 minutes. But anyway, guys, hey, anyway, sorry. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Those who have not followed, please follow. 7 p.m. is the normal show. Everybody will still be able to jump in. You'll tell me what you're thinking about the analysis of the game and how you view it and all of that stuff. You'll be able to jump inside. Very, very interactive show for those who don't know. If you want to find out what it's like on YouTube, all of my previous episodes are there. I will have my full thoughts out, sober full thoughts out in an hour and a half time. So please support. Ngantela uthi honeymoon. The honeymoon is over right now. And that is where we are. And they need to figure something out. But until then, guys, I'll see you then tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye, everyone.